Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. There's a place where teaching and learning are transforming lives, where relationships drive deeper, more meaningful exploration and discovery based on mutual respect and trust, where you'll discover who you are and what you can achieve when you head out into the world to make it better. Life is more than a journey. It is a chance to transform.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise, the promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
New from the MSUM Dragons is the Fired Up Fan Zone Rewards app. Check in, earn points, and get prizes. Search MSUM in your app store to download it now, and you can join the game day fun with the Fan Cam. Check your ranking on the leaderboard and use your points to buy exclusive prizes for our Fired Up fans only. Get the Fired Up Fan Zone Rewards app powered by Valley Imports, available now in the App Store and Google Play.
This is Dragons Live, presented by Form Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexis Kennedy and welcome to a special mini Dragons Live. Before we join Steve and Scotty for live coverage of Dragons football against UMary. It seems hard to believe, but last weekend the Dragons began the championship part of the fall season as MSUM hosted the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Cross Country Championships on Saturday. We caught up with head track and cross country coach Ryan Milner about how the Dragons did earlier this week. Take a look.
It's been a unique year for us. Right now I would say probably 80% of our team is freshmen or redshirt freshmen. So you have a program that has really high expectations. You have a lot of people coming in and understanding what those are and trying to meet them. And there's also the fact that we're young and figuring it out. So it's kind of balancing those two things. That's kind of where we're at. So far, we've seen a lot of good things, and I'm excited about where we're going to go in the next 3-4 years.
What are some events this year that stood out for you as growth days for your program?
And I think the first meet is always a good day for growth. It's their first introduction to college racing. We always have some really good teams at our home meet, so that's always awesome because they can kind of see this is what we have to do to achieve at this level. It's low key, but there's also because it's us, there's expectation. The next one for us is always GRIAC. You get a huge field and then some of the best teams in the country. And actually, I think overall, we probably didn't place as high as we would have liked, but I think as a team with the young people we had a really good showing. They kind of realized, hey, we can run with anybody here as we develop and mature as athletes.
And you just had your NSIC championships, which we hosted.
Yeah.
Talk about your team and individually how you think that went.
On the men's side, Josh and Nadir ran great. They've been pretty consistent for us all season long. After that, we had a group of freshmen. So you're allowed to run 12 guys at the conference championship. Of our 12, 10 were guys racing at a championship for the first time. So overall, it was a great experience for them. I think outcome-wise, they didn't see the place that they wanted to see. A lot of them ran fast times, but we're still a little let down. So there's that part of it. As a coach, I find that, I guess, a little exciting, because when you have expectations, people want to meet them. They aren't always pleased. And we have a whole group of people right now who aren't pleased and have a point to prove going into the regional championship. Women's side, Marissa and Catherine, front two runners, same as usual. And then the experience there, parallels our men. A lot of people who are racing wanted a championship setting for the first time as freshmen. And then for Marissa and Catherine, they're trying to navigate for the first time not having to run behind Molly Montoni and Mackenzie Smith. So there's a little bit of a learning curve there, as you have people like that who've been in the program for years and years and years. If you're having a little bit of an off day, they would cover up for you. There's no one there to take the heat anymore. So they're figuring out that a little bit at a time and growing.
And looking forward to the regional, what kind of things does the team need to focus on, and what are your ambitions for that tournament?
For us, the one thing we always focus on is kind of minimizing expectations compared to everybody else. We look internally and say, what can we do to maximize ourselves? If we do that, the results are going to come, and that's the emphasis we're going to have going into the regional championship, is what can we do on that given day to make sure we max out personally. If we do that, I think we'll be good.
How difficult is it for a program, like you said, losing, your Molly Montonis, Brady Spikers, rich tradition of success, especially on the men's side, making it to nationals for 3 straight years? How do you coach this younger group and the up-and-comings to prepare them for those vacancies?
Yeah, it's kind of challenging because, like I said, the expectation is already there. So it's a lot of teaching them that it's a process and it takes time. The biggest challenge, I think, is having them understand that they have to be patient. Nothing happens good just overnight, and they're going to have to work, and they're going to have to put in the type of work that those people did before them. You look at a guy like Cody Christ, he wasn't successful right away. He wasn't an all-star coming out of high school. It took a couple years for him to really make his mark. So we really just kind of have to keep hammering that message home. If you keep doing the right things over and over and over again, we're going to get back to where we need to be. But they just need to be patient and trust that that's going to happen.
Stay right there. When we come back, we'll dance right into our next segment to catch up with MSUM dance team.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs, close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Liddy here with another lesson.
Come on, we're going to be late. And remember, I'm picking you both up from practice tonight.
Oh, Math Bus could take your kids to all their activities. It'll save you time and teach them some independence.
That's a fantastic idea. Can they take it tomorrow?
Of course, sweetie. And here's something to get you through today.
You are a lifesaver. I learned my lesson. Join me and take the challenge to ride green.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Welcome back to our mini Dragons Live. I caught up with the Dragons dance team earlier this week on a beautiful fall day to get to know them better.
Behind your Dragon football team is another team you might not know about, the MSUM dance team.
Our job is to not let the crowd get discouraged whenever the boys seem like they are, so we're just there to be their little fire to get them going.
Atmosphere of the game can really make or break even if the football team is struggling in the game, or if they're really excited, we can feed off of their energy, we can pump them up. It's just a really important aspect of the whole atmosphere to get the crowd involved, and that really feeds off our energy too.
Besides performing at Dragon football games, the dance team has other priorities in mind.
We compete in Orlando, Florida at nationals, and we also do local competitions, which are around the Fargo-Moorhead area, and we also go down to Minneapolis and compete at a competition down there. There's one qualification that you have to do to go to nationals. You have to compete at one UDA competition or a camp, and we did both this year, so we already went to camp this summer, and then our other competition will be the one in Minneapolis. Last year we had such a small number of girls we weren't able to compete at nationals because we didn't have enough girls to qualify, and this year we have 14 on the team, and it's crazy the jump that we've had. Yeah, we have a pom routine and a jazz routine, so those are a little more technical, harder types of routines, and those take a lot of work and a lot of preparation and cleaning to really perfect.
Dance has benefited these ladies in more ways than one.
We are all really close-knit, and we love every single person the exact same. It's a really good team sport. It's a different type of team sport, so it's just really nice and inclusive.
I dance because I love it. It's my escape from everything that goes on in my life. I can go to dance, and I know I'll always have a good time, and it's a way to meet a goal. So you set a goal, and it's a good way to keep your determination strong.
It's also a really good challenge for me since I am new to it. It's a really good way to motivate myself to do something fun for the school.
And one thing the ladies would like you to know is
we exist.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies. Make sure you get out and cheer on your Dragons football team alongside the dance team today. Our athletic director, Doug Peters, is always fired up about something. Let's see what he's working on this week in Doug's desk.
Hey, I'm Doug Peters. I'm fired up. You're joining me for this week's segment of Doug's Desk, where we take a behind-the-scenes look of what's going on in Dragon Athletics. And I'll tell you what, lately it feels like everything's going on in Dragon Athletics. We've got our full fall sports, which are in full swing. We just hosted a host of games. We got our winter sports that are started up. Probably the highlight of what's going on behind the scenes is we just finished hosting the 2017 NSIC Cross-Country Championships for both the men and the women. We had 15 women's teams, 12 men's team, and I think our team behind the teams did a fantastic job of putting on a championship to be proud of. Literally, we had over 2,000 Dragon logos on the course. We had a drone. We had an unbelievable stage set up. We had food trucks. It was an extravaganza all on its own. The high point, though, Marissa Carlson led us on the women's side. Nadir Yusuf finished 8th, and Josh Young finished 5th on the men's side. That were fantastic performances by our Dragon student athletes. That was really the highlight of that. As we look at what's coming up, women's basketball is playing this week at South Dakota State. We've got football that's at home on Saturday against Mary, then they're on the road. Then we come back for military appreciation, where veterans with a military ID get in for free. We are a yellow ribbon campus, and we're always excited to honor our veterans. That's a little bit of a look at what's going on behind the scenes in Dragon Athletics. Catch everything that's going on at MSUMDragons.com. We look forward to seeing you at the upcoming games.
Thanks again for tuning into our special Mini Dragons Live. For our director, Alex Nelson, assistant Brent Keel, Webby, and myself, we hope you all enjoyed, and stay right there for live coverage of Dragons football with Stephen Scotty coming up next. And as always, go Dragons!
You always do this. You had a couple of pops in you and got cocky. Who's up for a game of wing roulette, you said? Because you thought it'd be funny to watch one of your friends get stuck with the hot one. But your friends, they got teriyaki, then spicy garlic, and then Asian zing. And now you're looking at the last one and you're thinking, my God, what have I done?
Are you someone who thinks car buying is a hassle? 9 out of 10 customers tell us the worst part about buying a car is the negotiation process. So we thought, let's get rid of it. Let's post our best price 24 hours a day for everyone to see and make the car buying experience more enjoyable. In fact, we took our salespeople off a commission pay plan. We paid them based on your satisfaction. And guess what happened? Happier customers. We guarantee it. Check it out at Valley Pre-Owned.